Good day everyone, my name is John Concepcion and today I'm going to discuss the movie that assigned to me which is entitled as The Devil's Advocate. The Devil's Advocate film was based on the novel of Ando Nederman that written with the same title. Ando Nederman was born in Brooklyn, New York with his family, moved on to the Catskill of New York when he was an infant. He is a graduate of State University of Albany, where he received his master's in English. He taught at Fallsburg High School for 23 years before leaving to pursue a career as a novelist and screenwriter. As a teacher, he served as department chairman, faculty president, county teachers association president, directors of dramatics and wrestling coach. He has been married to the former model Diane Wilson of Fallsburg, and they have two children, Melissa, a teacher at the Palm Valley School in Rancho Mirage, California, and Eric, a private commercial jet pilot. The Nederman have 3 grandchildren. Currently, Mr. Nederman is working on the stage musical version of The Devil's Advocate with a musical composer in Holland, Sir Rip Chibow, and with the McLean Video Management Agency in London. Ando Nederman was famous in his horror novels. In fact, Nederman is considered as the best-selling novelist today. Ando Nederman is the author of 44 thriller novels. The 35th, The Baby Squad. It was published in August of 2008, Will See Deadly Verdict in June, and in 2011, Severn House published Garden of the Dead. 6 of his novels has been adapted into television and featured film, including the mega hit The Devil's Advocate. The Devil's Advocate was released to the market on November 1, 1990, and it consists of 336 pages and written in English language. According to the Amazon, The Devil's Advocate ranked as number 939,057 in books. Defender of the Damned. When Kevin Taylor joined the Manhattan criminal law firm of John Milton and associates, he hit the big time. At last, he and his wife can enjoy the luxuries they so desired. A Sharoop-driven limo, a stunning home in very building that Mr. Milton himself lives in. Little does Kevin realize that he's joined a brotherhood of blood. John Milton assigned Kevin one of the most notorious cases of the year, along with the files that had been put together prior to the crime. Throwing himself into his work, Kevin begins to see the pattern of evil emerging from behind the facade of his firm, as he watches them win every courtroom battle and sees every criminal walk free. His mounting suspicions give way to all our terror. For Kevin as the Devil's Advocate, and there's no turning back from the world of the dead. In 1997, The Devil's Advocate moved to the silver screen, and it was based on the novel of Ando Nederman. The movie was produced by Arnold Torkelson, and Arnold Milchan, and it is under the Warner Brothers Pictures, and released on October 17, 1997. And the budget for this movie is worth $57 million, and the total box office is $152,944,660. In fact, in 2004, he received 2 Oscar nominations, and in 2005, Taylor received Film Society Award for Lifetime Achievement in Directing. The stars in the movie are Keanu Reeves, who played the main role as Kevin Lomax, a defense attorney from Gainesville, Florida, who never lost a case. Al Pacino, who played as the role of John Milton. Al Pacino's character was named after the author of Paradise Lost, John Milton. In the end of the movie, Al Pacino reveals his original character as Satan. Charlize Theron, who played as the role of Marianne, the wife of Kevin Lomax, and became mentally ill in the movie. Connie Nielsen as Christabella, the half-sister of Kevin Lomax and the daughter of Satan. Kevin Lomax, played by Keanu Reeves, a defense attorney in Gainesville, Florida, has never lost a case. It defends a school teacher named Getty. Against a charge of child molestation, during the trial, Kevin realizes that his client is guilty, and the reporter tells him that a guilty verdict is all but inevitable. However, through the harsh cross-examination, Kevin destroys the credibility of the victim and secures another not guilty verdict. As he celebrates, Kevin is approached by a representative of the New York law firm Milton, Chadwick and Waters, who offers him a large sum of money to help the firm with the jury selection. After Kevin's jury deliver his not guilty verdict, John Milton, who played by Al Pacino, offers him a large salary and a swanky apartment if he joins the firm. Despite the warnings from his evangelical Christian mother, Alice, about the sinful big city life, Kevin accepts the job and moves with his wife Mary Ann, who played by Charlize Theron, to Manhattan. Kevin first defends a voodoo sorcerer, Philip Moyes, who ritually sacrificed an animal. He compares the incident to kashrut law and claims that his client is protected under freedom of religion. Winning the case, Kevin spent an increasing amount of time at work, leaving Mary Ann feeling isolated. Kevin's mother visits briefly and tells Kevin she wants to take Mary Ann back to Gainesville after seeing her mental state. However, Kevin refuses to let take Mary Ann. Mary Ann claims that the wives of the other partners at the firm are demons. After she sees their face become demonic while trying on clothing with them. She also claims that someone has stolen her ovaries and can no longer get pregnant. After having a dream where a baby plays with her ovaries and her growth become covered in blood, Milton suggests that Kevin step down from the trial, but Kevin refuses. Kevin is approached by U.S. Attorney Mitch Weaver, played by Vito Ruginis, with knowledge of the law firm illegal activities. Although Kevin tries to walk away, he stops when Weaver tells him that Geddes was found with a dead girl in his car trunk. Following Kevin, Weaver walks into the street and is run over by a car. Alison Pam Garretti, played by Deborah Monk, Kevin's case manager at the firm, visits Mary Ann. Alone with Mary Ann, Pam appears as a demon through a mirror. Mary Ann attacks Pam with the mirror and locks herself in the room. As Kevin tries to break down the door, Mary Ann takes a piece of glass from the mirror and cuts her neck and killing herself. Kevin, before he can mourn, Alice reveals that Milton is Kevin's father. Kevin leaves the hospital to confront Milton, who gleefully admits that raping Mary Ann. Kevin fires a pistol in Milton's chest, but bullets have no effect. Kevin realizes that Milton is not only his father, but also Satan himself. Kevin blames Milton for everything that happened, but Milton explained that he merely sets a stage and that Kevin could have left any time. Kevin realizes that he always wanted to win, no matter the cost, and left Mary Ann behind. Milton explains that he wants Kevin and Christabella, who is Kevin's half-sister, to conceive a child. The Antichrist, he offers Kevin anything that he wants. However, when he asks about love and Milton dismisses it as overrated, Kevin rejects his satanic heritage, cites free will, and shoots himself in the head, ruining Milton's plan. Kevin wakes up during the recess of the Geddes trial. After kissing Mary Ann, Kevin announces that he can no longer represent his client. Despite the threat of being disbarred, the reporter who told Kevin at the beginning of the film that guilty verdict was all but inevitable, following Kevin and Mary Ann, pleading for an interview and promising to make Kevin a star. After prodding from Mary Ann, Kevin reluctantly agrees. After Kevin and Mary Ann leave, the reporter shifts into beginning Milton, breaking the fourth wall. He says, "Vanity, definitely my favorite scene." Although The Devil's Advocate is not an action movie that I really love to watch, and this movie is a combination of drama and thriller, it still caught my attention because it has a unique storyline and the actors are really good in portraying their role, especially Al Pacino, who's act as a powerful man because he's rich. But what I didn't know is he is a Satan. Although it has a unique story, but when I get the flow of the movie, it becomes so predictable. But it doesn't mean it's a boring movie. According to some critics of this movie, The Devil's Advocate is one of the movies that is more good story and flow than the original story of novel. But for me, some movie effects are not realistic. But overall, for me, it's a great movie with a great character and actors, and directors really did a great job. And hands up to Andrew Naderman, the original author of The Devil's Advocate. He has a great unique idea of a novel. Thank you for watching. Once again, my name is John Paul Concepcion, saying, Vanity, definitely my favorite scene.
Vanity, definitely my favorite sin.